Now, all of the controls that we've done so far are basically rotation centered. So even this look at, I'm using translation, but the thing that it's driving is rotation. Um, what we're going to do is an expression, and I'd like it to be shaped a little bit differently just so people know that it has a slightly different function. So let me go ahead, we'll turn all this stuff off and make a new circle. And this one I'm going to take and just control vertex it up. Let me turn my symmetry off so I can see what I'm doing. And let's make a little diamond. Okay, so with this diamond, I figure expressions are hard enough without worrying about group nodes and hierarchies, so we're going to play fast and loose here. I'm going to move this and rotate it 90 degrees. And I'll just put it kind of in front of the mouth. Let's put it here. Doesn't really matter where it is. The big thing that matters, let's go a little lower so we know it's the lower jaw that's moving. The big thing that matters is that we are going to freeze our transformations and delete our history. The other thing that matters is that we are very, very specific about how we name this. I'm going to call this jaw control because that is a nice short name. And that's what I want, a nice short, easy to remember name, because we're going to do an expression, and for expressions, having everything named is very important. I am going to nest the jaw control inside a group node. Let us just take this group node and center its pivot so that its pivot lives right where the jaw control lives. We'll call this one jaw GRP, but it's not going to do much until I finish the hierarchy, so that's fine. It can live right here. That's okay. Now, the thing that I want to write the expression on is the jaw joint, this thing back here. And my goal, my final goal, is that when the jaw joint rotates, that's rotate Z, what I want to drive that is translate Y on the jaw control. So when this thing moves up and down, the jaw opens and closes. So I'm going to select my jaw joint, and what did I say that was? That was rotate Z. So I will select rotate Z and then edit expressions. The expression editor is a kind of a finicky window. You might like it, you might hate it. I know that this class said, dear God, don't teach me scripting, but here we go. It's not a scripting, it's expression writing. I'm going to name this, we'll call this jaw open close, and that way I can always filter by expression name and find it. So the thing that I want to be controlled here is jaw rotate Z, and you can see I've got the selected attribute, jaw rotate Z. So I'm going to copy that and paste it into the expression, and I'm going to control scroll wheel to make that a little bigger. Now, expression writing is not that bad. I'm going to set jaw rotate Z equal to jaw underscore CTL, the name of my jaw control, dot the thing I want it to do, which is translate uppercase Y. All channels have the same type of nomenclature, so lowercase for the channel type, uppercase for the actual attribute. Now translate and rotate, rotate works on a 360-degree thing. Translate is relative units, so I'm just going to go ahead, I'm going to multiply this by 10 to make the translate a little more equal to the rotate. And then I'm going to put in a semicolon and say create. Now, thank God it worked. I can tell that it worked because the expression is still there. If it didn't, the expression editor just deletes the expression from here. I can also see that it worked because my jaw joint has now got a purple rotate Z channel. So let me drop this down and let's see what happens when I take my jaw control and I move it up and down. Indeed, the jaw opens and closes. Pretty cool, right? Now you can see that I've got this thing, it goes a little bit too far up sometimes. We'll fix that in the next video, but just to finish this off, let's also say that there are times you're going to want the jaw to move side to side. So let's do translate X, and then the jaw is going to be rotate X. That is kind of mind-boggling. So here's my expression editor. Let's just find my expression. There it is, jaw open close. I'm going to add a second line. We'll call this one jaw dot rotate X equals jaw underscore CTL dot translate X. And again, I'm going to do times 10. You don't have to use this 10 number if you think that what you've got going is too fast. Use a smaller number, too slow, use a larger number. Let me hit the edit button here. Expression invalid after edit. Yes, that's because I spelled this wrong. Good catch, computer. Okay, we're looking good there. So now when I select my jaw control here, perfect except it's backwards. So let's come in here and just add a negative sign. We'll hit edit again, and now we move to the same side as the control. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. I hope that you are too. Good luck, and when you're ready, come join me in the next video and we'll talk about limits.